Evening. It's just a shade after 6:15 on a Monday. Just to the left there, off the point of those reeds, I've got a nice instant action monster crab, stroke scopex squid, snowman presentation over a good 4 handfuls of key cray, which has been glugged and coated in stick mix, which is what I call my stodge boilie approach. To the right, a little clump of reeds there. I've got a scopex squid 15mm multi-rig. That's over candy nut crush scopex squid bottom baits, which have been also heavily glugged and covered in stick mix. Another stodge boilie approach. And the middle rod, that's fished in open water, not too far out, but I've got a citrus wafter on that, and yeah, that's sitting over a good 5 or 6 handfuls of scopex squid bottom baits. So those are the 3 options on offer this evening, and fingers crossed one rattles off. God. And there ain't many animals I dislike in the world, but I'm going to tell you all now, I ain't a fan of swans, and this thing has drove me saft since I got the rods out this afternoon. Got 2 rods either side, left and right, margin spots, and he's a right cute one, this one. He keeps on backing off, nips round the corner, you think he's gone, so you get your rod back out because he's picked the lead up or moved the rig, top the spot back up, and then you just get yourself comfortable back in your bivvy or under your brolly just to watch the water, and he sneaks back in and has another go. God, frustrating or what? He's testing my patience for sure. They've just seen me spomming, and I've gone for a different approach this evening after another quiet day. Mega hot temperatures, 20 plus again. So yeah, on the right there we've got scopex squid candy nut crush, scopex squid stick mix, scopex squid liquid bait soak, and to top it off I've got some candy nut crush plume juice, all mixed up and stodged up. And to the left I've got key cray, key in 15s and 10mm, key cray liquid soak, the bait soak again, glazed with spicy hemp oil, the slicker one that Nash do, and there's a few 10mm in there, stodged up again. And I've created 2 spots around about, what, 40 yards from the bank. A lot of people say you don't need to fish out far in this particular venue, so yeah, at the moment just going with the advice. On the right hand rod, which will be fished over the scopex squid, and the candy nut crush mix will be a chod rig, and on the left will be a stiff hinge rig. The little 15mm yellow key cray pop up on the stiff hinge, and the white scopex squids on the chod rig. So yep, I'll give them some bait tonight. I'm not going to stick a rod out for another hour and a half, 2 hours, so let's see if that can produce a bite tonight. Fingers crossed, because it's been a grueler so far, but not really surprised with the way the weather's been. So yep, spots primed and ready for this evening. fingers crossed for some action.
Morning, just approaching 7:30, and sadly I've experienced a very quiet night again. Yeah, you saw me spodding and prime those 2 spots in the open water, which the left hand and middle rod are presented on. And after putting that bait in, I didn't put the rods out for about 2.5 hours. Myself and Nick, we popped off site and went and got ourselves a lovely Chinese. Yeah, and by the time we'd come back and consumed it, we got the rods out just before dark. And I did go to bed last night thinking, the back of my mind, we were going to get some action. But sadly, I've had one bleep to my knowledge. I woke up around about 3 o'clock-ish, just to have a drink, and I had a single bleep on the left-hand rod. But apart from that, yeah, I can't recall experiencing any more action in the way of bleeps or anything. So yeah, I did feel quietly confident, but as I say, that's carp fishing. Mr. Swan's back. It's already been and ripped up my margin spot this morning, so yeah, he picked the rig up, so that's that out the window. So I just reeled it back in, put a fresh bait on, and cast it into open water on a single up bait. So I'm going to get myself sorted and get 1 or 2 things together. And we got to around about 11:30 before we wrap this session up. So yeah, always disappointing to not get any action unless something's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, it's my first full session on here as a paid up member, and I've come away with lots of ideas and things running around in my head. So yeah, I've got to prepare myself. We're going to get a few blanks on this place. This is no easy water by any stretch of the imagination, but there's some beautiful fish in here. When it all falls into place, as I say, and things come right, it'll be well worth the while, because yeah, the common carp in here are absolutely stunning, and I want one of those in my album. So yeah, it's been it's been enjoyable nonetheless. I've had plenty of good food and banter and plenty of carpy chat, and sometimes it's not all about leave them rods fish out there, but the last thing to come in before we head back home around about 11:30 this morning, and then we'll start planning our return, which should hopefully be in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, we've got another bank holiday coming up this weekend, so that's a no-no. Every man and his dog will have the same idea of getting on here, so yeah, I think we'll pass this weekend, and then fingers crossed we'll return the weekend after. So unless anything else happens, I'll catch you in the next update. Thanks for watching.